Hello everyone, and welcome to some more horrific news. Okay, so this is not so much things that are coming up, but more of a deep dive into what happened before. So this has just been released. Here's the latest update on A24’s Crystal Lake, Charlize Theron as Pamela Voorhees, question mark, exclamation point, just to let you know that this is shock horror. Ah! It's all fun. Right, so this was in relation to this show that just think it imploded, things went wrong in it and it never happened. And now we've got some sort of peek behind the scenes, I think, of what went on. So looks like they were wanting Charlize to play Pamela. Let's have a look at it. A24 and Peacock's planned Friday the 13th television series Crystal Lake went up in smoke earlier this year. The showrunner, Brian Fuller, being fired from the project and leaving the fate of the small screen project unclear. So, what really happened? The Wrap just dropped one hell of an exclusive report untangling the behind the scenes mess. To refresh your memory before we dive in, Peacock had given the project a straight to series order in 2022, with Crystal Lake being described as an expanded prequel to the original Friday the 13th franchise, featuring both Jason Voorhees and his mother Pamela. According to the Wrap's new report, Charlize Theron was being eyed to play Mrs. Voorhees. Other new details from the Wrap's report reveal that the episode written by Kevin Williamson was going to take place entirely on the frozen Crystal Lake, with Williamson recently describing the episode as an hour-long chase. Friday the 13th fans have been begging for a winter set Freddy installment for many years now, and A24 was set to deliver just that. Interestingly enough, I just finished a recording with Shay from Shay's Rants, and what kind of went on talking about Friday the 13th, how not my favourite franchise in the beginning. It was a bit of a mess. Like the first three installments was kind of all over the place. Didn't know what it was trying to do, and it wasn't really until the fourth movie that we got the Jason figure that we know today basically to come into fruition. But if you look back in those, the first three films are so disjointed and unrelated to each other, and the plot holes, like you fall down the plot holes, like the whole thing with Jason. Was he alive? Was he dead? Was he a revenant? Did Pamela's death awaken him or something? Or why didn't he just, if he was that concerned about his mother and could see from the void, why didn't he come and comfort her? You know, there's loads of stuff happened there that was just all over the show. And then they sort of got their act together, and the rest, as it says, history. But it's no perfect franchise. I don't know what benefit this TV show is going to bring. This seems to be the thing lately. We're getting loads of TV shows and spin-offs and prequels and blah blah blah. You're probably sick of listening to me talking about it, but I think we're getting this for the next couple of years. Just Hollywood's done. Hollywood's in trouble. Hollywood needs to make money. So where do they come? They come to horror. What a shock. The franchise they all hate and like to thumb their nose down at is the only thing keeping their doors open. So stand by. We're getting loads of stuff. All the other franchises and genres are coming to a standstill, and there's going to be an absolute bucket load of horror movies over the next 2 years. Guaranteed, I'll eat my hat. But anyway, let's go on with this. Additionally, Vincenzo Natali and Kimberly Pierce were set to direct episodes, with the budget ballooning up to around 10 million per episode, with 8 episodes in total planned for the first season. It would have cost A24 roughly 85 million to bring the series to life, with additional seasons being planned by the studio. Wise up. Budgets for TV shows are ridiculous now, and you're not seeing the quality. Look, you're not seeing the quality for the money spent. This is a grift. Like, there's people sticking their arm in. There's no way where you're seeing movies outside of Hollywood being made for 10 million, like movies, and they're amazing. And it's just getting stupid now. Yeah, sorry, this article's going to be a lot of me shaking my head with each paragraph by the looks of things. Anyway, let's go. The Wrap's report notes: in the grand ambition of Crystal Lake, each season would be a deconstruction of the first 4 Paramount movies. The series would incorporate lore from several sequels, but remix the material in a similar way to Fuller's Hannibal. Vincenzo Natali had recently tweeted, "I have read the first 2 episodes. Brian Fuller's Crystal Lake was well on its way to becoming another Hannibal-level reinvention that was simultaneously beautiful, sad, poetic, funny, and horrifying. I mourn its passing." So, what happened? According to The Wrap, Brian Fuller was fired from Crystal Lake just 3 months before production was set to begin this summer. The Wrap notes, Crystal Lake was plagued by inexperienced production executives making questionable decisions, problems with the show's writing staff, and conflicts between showrunners and executives. Well, there's a bloody shock, eh? Nobody is surprised by that. The executives involved now are even more incompetent than they were back in the 80s. And if you've seen some of our earlier reviews of stuff where the executives have stuck their nose in and ruined projects and tanked movies just purely for their stupidity, this isn't a surprise. And with the current state of Hollywood and their writers and everything else, they're absolutely absolute crap. So yeah, you've got a bunch of morons sticking their beak in, not letting the creative do what they're meant to do. Why hire somebody? If you're hiring somebody as a showrunner, you've got faith in them. If you're hiring somebody as a director, you've got faith in them. Let them do their bloody job. Tie their bonuses or whatever else into the success of the movie to motivate them. But keep your nose out. This absolutely does my head. And see this current culture of movies and creative stuff by committee. It's shit. You see it, it's absolute crap being thrown on the screen and you don't get a good product. There's everyone getting around and throwing their 2p's worth in and rewriting stuff, sticking their nose in and change this, change that, and how about this, we need this. This latest poll says we need to put that in. Let the bloody creative do their job, and if they succeed, reward them. If they fail, don't hire them again. End of story. That's I don't know what's going on. Right, where was I? You can read more about each of these issues in the Wraps report, with deep dives into a handful of behind-the-scenes challenges that led A24 pulling the plug on footage version of the series. The good news: A24 reportedly hasn't given up on the series itself at this time. That means like the Dread TV show and everything else, it'll be on the production shelf for years, and they'll kick the can down the road, and it'll not happen. If it went to this trouble and busy, just stopped everything, they're not going to do it. The studio won't tell you that the production's being cancelled. They'll say it's still in production, there'll be a meeting here and there, and it'll just keep getting mentioned every so often. That'll be it. Yeah, this show's dead before it even moves any further forward. A24 and Peacock are now searching for a new showrunner for the series, with Nick Antosca reportedly in the mix to potentially take over. Brand new cherry flavour was decent. Yeah, I liked brand new cherry flavour. I haven't seen Channel Zero. I'm not a big TV person, as you know, but I did check that one out. It was a bit of a grower. Like, first episode, not brilliant, but it got good and I enjoyed it. The wrap notes. According to one source close to the project, A24 is still committed to making the show, though it's unclear if the studio will use the original filler scripts and outlines or start from scratch with a new creative leadership. The website's report goes on to indicate that if Nick Antosca does end up a showrunner, he would jettison the work already done. And that is it. Yeah, God, this is... yeah, that's not happening. They'll talk about it. I'd see another Friday the 13th movie come out before this TV show. I don't know the story why the second. I'm not going to check another one. I don't really care. But if they've got scripts down and everything else, and you've got a vision, don't know why they wouldn't run with it. And if we're going to start from scratch, God, how much time, money, effort. Like, if they were planning to shoot this summer, which is summer now, they'd obviously booked things and so on, so they've got the expense of that. Are they really going to rehire stuff or put it forward another year? Are they going to bring in a show writer and try and get scripts together like in a month? It's not going to happen. This show is dead. Dead as doornail. So they'll talk about this for a while. It'll get mentioned now and again, but this is on the shelf, never to be revisited for whatever happened. So as always, I will link the article in the description, and it has the follow-on links to the report if you're that invested and you want to go into all the ins and outs. Have a look. And until next time, keep up to date with the channel, do the typey clicky things, and remember to keep it creepy, keep it horrific.